Adrenaline's going. These boys want to come out swinging, show them what they're made of. Going to be able to drop in. This was big in front of the crowd here. How about that?
Amici al cuore tassellato, ben ritrovati, un buonasera a tutti gli amici telespettatori. Vi introduco immediatamente alla puntata di stasera, dove attraverso uno speciale che abbiamo realizzato parleremo del primo round del campionato mondiale Supercross, evento che si è svolto presso lo stadio di Cardiff a Cardiff in Inghilterra. Da dove partire? Io partirei immediatamente dalla grande affluenza di pubblico, 48.000 presenze allo stadio, non sulla carta ma effettive. Un parterre di piloti veramente stellare con tutte le stelle del Supercross americano ed europeo, una pista tracciata nel migliore dei modi, davvero Supercross. Gare entusiasmanti con un nuovo format, con gare più brevi e più facilmente fruibili da parte del pubblico. Grande organizzazione da parte di questa società australiana che è la WSX Global, che gestisce tutto il campionato. Gare veramente emozionanti, cariche di colpi di scena e con grandi numeri veramente in pista. Abbiamo avuto due portacolori italiani del team Honda Nils di Livia Lancelot e di Giacomo Gariboldi, Angelo Pellegrini e Lorenzo Camporese. Non vi svelo i risultati perché lo vedrete durante le gare, per cui vi lascio un attimino in sospeso, per cui vi godrete le gare con la massima attenzione e con la massima passione. Vi lascerò alle gare, anzi vi lascio alle gare della 250 che si chiama SX2 con le tre finali, dove vedremo appunto in campo Lorenzo Camporese e tutti gli altri grandi campioni. Intanto vedremo queste e poi nella prossima puntata parleremo della WSX, che è la 450 con Angelo Pellegrini. Per cui una divisione delle due puntate per dare massimo spazio a questi due piloti che hanno veramente ben figurato, andando fortissimo e combattendo con i migliori piloti del mondo. Noi di Motocross My Passion ci siamo, ci vediamo per i saluti finali a fine puntata. Intanto godetevi le immagini. Finalmente con Lorenzo Camporese qua a Cardiff per la prima di campionato del mondo Supercross. Stadio bellissimo, Lorenzo carichissimo, raccontaci un pochettino come hai visto la pista.
Allora, siamo qua a Cardiff, stiamo facendo il track walk, abbiamo appena finito anche le procedure di partenza, tutto molto interessante, tutto molto dettagliato, la pista è stile americano, sarà divisa in tre partenze veramente vicino dall'altra. Il Marshall ci diceva che dall'ultimo che attraversa il traguardo ci saranno 2-3 minuti, quindi veramente il tempo di atterrare, cambiare gli occhiali, mettere il blocco partenza, forse neanche bere un po' d'acqua e si riparte. La pista è tecnica, ci sono 2-3 punti che un po' mi hanno messo in soggezione. Oggi per fortuna abbiamo la possibilità di fare 2 turni di prove e niente, ci riaggiorniamo dopo, vediamo un po' come sarà.
È una grande avventura per te nel team Honda Nils di Giacomo Gariboldi e Livia Lancelot,
sì.
E hai dei grandi compagni di squadra.
Assolutamente.
Come Jordi Tixier, Angelo Pellegrini e Thomas Do.
Assolutamente.
Ecco. Lorenzo, noi ci vediamo dopo le prove per fare un piccolo riassuntino in preparazione.
Volentieri, a dopo allora.
Ok, ciao. E sono con Giacomo Gariboldi qui a Cardiff per la prima di Mondiale Supercross. Grande attesa, Giacomo, per questo nuovo campionato.
Sì, io sono entusiasta, sinceramente. Da ieri che sto vedendo un po' come funziona il tutto e l'organizzazione è super. Direi che ci sono tutti gli elementi perché questo sia un successo, speriamo.
Sì, tantissimi piloti americani, tantissimi europei, per cui è un vero mondiale.
Sì, assolutamente. Abbiamo i migliori nomi del Supercross americano come Tomac e Rogzen.
Reed, Justin Bogle.
Abbiamo piloti di livello mondiale.
Tomac.
Direi che meglio non si poteva cominciare.
Per cui le aspettative sono altissime. Sicuramente il team Honda Nils della Livia e tuo sicuramente sarà protagonista e noi ci andiamo a godere tra poco le prove, per cui avremo modo di parlarne durante il pomeriggio.
Sì, aspettiamo con ansia le prime prove di oggi.
Va bene, grazie Giacomo.
Grazie.
E siamo con Lorenzo Camporese alla fine del primo turno di prove. Com'è andata?
È andato tutto bene, allora abbiamo appena finito le prove libere, la pista è veramente carina, mi sto trovando veramente bene, i tempi sono tutti molto vicini e niente, dobbiamo sistemare ancora 2 cosettine, ho visto che in alcuni punti sono un po' lento, però tutto sommato io mi sento veramente bene sulla moto, non vedo l'ora che ci sia una partenza e una gara.
Hai fatto un bel miglioramento da ieri, molto più sciolto sulla moto.
Assolutamente.
Ti ho visto anche sulle whoops molto più sicuro.
Ho passato 1 secondo e 6 da ieri, sulle whoops ancora faccio molta fatica perché comunque il terreno è scivoloso, bisogna essere veramente precisi, però penso che se si stanno 2 o 3 cosine possiamo dare del gran filo da torcere.
Bene, per cui aspettiamo la prima hit e intanto divertiamoci.
Ottimo.
Con la 4,50.
Ciao ragazzi!
GP race number 1.
250cc 4-stroke machines.
Well, you know Max Anstey is quick, and I like his gate pick, Jeff. Just 3 in from the far left. In front of the home crowd. You know the adrenaline is pumping inside the rider on the 99. All right, here we go. GP race number 1, SX2, drop the gate. Working the inside on the 48. He's going to come out with the early lead. Oldenburg will lead him into the rhythm lane.
Chisholm with the second place start.
Here's Moss on the 102. And he's got Chris Bloss right there with him.
A couple of teammates going at it. Bloss really had to get on the binders to not hit Moss, his teammate.
And Dylan Walsh on the number 53 Kawasaki. As you see 3 Cowies all riding right there in that group, about 5th, 6th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Lots at the front of that group.
Yeah, lots of bar banging right now. Early part here. I mean, you got to wonder, where's Oldenburg?
Aaron Tanti, you're on board with him.
Bogle back in 18th right now.
Coming up on the inside of Tanti is a 53 at Walsh.
And keep in mind here in SX2 World Supercross Racing, this British Grand Prix, the races are 6 laps long. I mean, it is, you have got to make it happen right away. The bad start that Bogle got is really going to cost him. He's back in 15th right now, and Steve 14th. Both of those riders were really quick in the heat race.
And it's not like we're going to move on to the WSX race for their first GP. No, you're going to get SX2 GP number 2 right after this. You make a quick break, and you're right back in the game.
Oldenburg puts himself in a great position. Oh, now look at some of the riders here taking that inside line.
There goes the 9-10 Carson Brown. Carson back in 9th.
That's
Problems
not
there
good
for Bogle.
Oh, after a heat win, he's got problems with his machine. Not quite sure what's going on there. Now remember, there's still 2 more final Grand Prix races here, but if they can't get that bike fixed, he could miss race 2.
You caught a glimpse of Chisholm on the 11. He sits in 2nd. Let's see if we can figure out. Oh, here's a replay of the start again, Jeff. That's Anstey's view.
Yeah, look how tight that is. Now, Bogle, he might have gone down right there and
suffered a mechanical because of that
maybe.
contact?
I mean, the bike looked like it was still running. Oh, here we go. Bogle gets off to the side.
He knew something was wrong, didn't he?
And I wonder if maybe a brake rotor or something like that didn't get broken.
Well, you see Nicoletti cutting to the inside of those top boxes there, Jeff. Nicoletti's all the way back in 12th.
No problems for Oldenburg, though. He is out front doing what he needs to do. Blows and Moss, a couple of teammates.
Oldenburg, 28 years old, from Minnesota, but he lives in Texas. 69 career AMA 250 Supercross starts. No wins to his credit. He raced both 250 and 450 during the 2022 season.
Now, McElrath was really quick in the heat race. He's made some moves. He's up to 4th, guarding the insides right now. Look at that. Oh, that's Seeley.
Seeley on the 200, yep.
Yeah, the motor. Oh, he's got his clutchy. The clutch purge, where the clutch lever is attached to, got bent up or down, so he's had to adjust out. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, he has to check up, and he gets in the back of Tanti. And then just, goes down. Well, the good thing is he's got 2 more races here in this GP.
There's a look at it.
Oh, yeah, right here. Watch this. Bam!
Kind of jumped right into him, huh?
I mean, That's part of it. I mean, in that situation, I guess the only choice he could have done was gone wide, try to ride the wide line.
Working the last lap. Mitchell Oldenburg has led every one of the laps here in GP number 1 for SX2. Here he is out front. Oldenburg on his way.
Now, McElrath is the fastest rider on course, 47 flat. Oldenburg, 47.4, but great start, great positions out here, doing his own things. Got almost a 4-second lead. He's got to feel good about this. Man, this is the way to start it out, right?
Oh, you know it. Coming to the checkers. GP race number 1 for SX2. History is made. It will show. It was won by Mitchell Oldenburg. Close, Moss, McElrath, and Dylan Walsh will be the top 5. GP race number 1 sees the checkers.
Wow, that happens
Lorenzo Camporese, prima hit andata, come ti sei sentito?
Mi sono sentito bene, sono contento che abbiamo fatto una partenza, nei tempi avevo fatto un po' fatica, ma io sono, come dice, comunico tante persone, un animale da gara e sono partito discretamente nei primi 5-6, ho ottenuto il passo, mi sembra di aver finito sesto della mia hit, andiamo 12 al cancello, direi che come campionato del mondo, come prima gara va più che bene.
Sì, anche perché durante le prove ne parlavamo, che si faceva un po' fatica a trovare il ritmo, però la gara è tutta un'altra cosa.
Abbiamo fatto il massimo con quello che avevamo, sia le sospensioni, la moto, il motore, tutto quanto. Abbiamo avuto pochissimo tempo, tutto il team, tutti i membri sono impegnati al massimo perché alla fine abbiamo avuto veramente poco tempo e io e Fabio adesso nelle prove abbiamo trovato la nostra quadra e sono veramente contento.
Per cui ti aspettiamo nella seconda hit e poi per il main event, ok?
Yes,
Lorenzo?
ciao
Avanti tutta, team Honda Nils. E siamo con Thomas Do del team Honda Nils Gariboldi Livia Lancelot, primo turno di prove. Come ça va, Thomas?
Ça va bien, merci. On est ici au championnat du monde de Supercross pour la première à Cardiff. Et ça se passe bien, la piste est cool, les motos sont cool, bien préparées, donc je suis content. Et la journée va commencer avec les essais chrono qui arrivent et puis les manches derrière. On va voir ce que ça donne, on n'est pas les favoris, mais on va se battre pour les bonnes places.
Quelque chose sur le circuit?
Les hoops ils sont un peu délicats parce que ça glisse un petit peu, mais c'est pour tout le monde pareil, donc on va faire le mieux.
Ok, merci Thomas et full gas.
Merci, à bientôt.
There are the riders getting set for GP race number 2. The gate just in front of the massive flag of Wales. With the green and white bar and the red dragon.
And you see a shot of Justin Bogle, he's back. So whatever was wrong with the motorcycle that took him out of race 1,
able to get it ready.
He's back on the line, the 891, that white MDK bike. And from what it appears is that everyone's lined up in the exact same spot. So must pick your gate for gate 1. It's the same, or for race 1 is the same for all 3.
Seeley back in the gate as well. All ready to go. Another good look at this huge crowd on hand here tonight.
I mean, how could you not be?
There's been a huge buzz. Banners all over the city here in Cardiff. There's Moss on his 102. Ready to go.
Onboard camera right there, giving us those great onboard looks.
He's got the 12 just inside of him, Shane McElrath.
I think McElrath has a win in him. I think that he's that fast, and now he's warmed up. Maybe race 1 out of the way. I feel like these riders maybe kind of shake off the nerves.
Well, here they go, ready to go. Drop the gate again. First to the quarter, Anstey trying to get the whole shot on the inside. Max has it, but then he gets squeezed down quickly by Wilson Todd on the 20.
Chisholm was second in race 1. Now he's down in the first turn. Total carnage.
Just as you called for it, Jeff. And it's Todd out front with Anstey right on his tail. Anstey gets inside. bringing the crowd to life here as Max goes to the front of the field here in GP race number 2.
The J1 Honda team has to be happy. They've got Anstey and Todd both out front here.
And here comes Derek Kelly on the 41, giving chase along with the 66 of Chris Blows. Blows now up to 3rd on his Kawasaki as he gets around the outside of that berm turn.
Oh, big crash.
Piling in there, that's the 48 machine of Mitchell Oldenburg.
Oh, so he won
Wins race 1.
Oh, and
he's hurt.
Yeah, look, something there on his lower back. He might have slammed that dirt, but I mean, this is what's so crazy.
Watch it again, Jeff.
Okay, watch for the red bike right here. Does he try to? Oh, he goes to triple in.
Oh man!
And that's the dangerous side there. He should not have tripled. Watch right here. He's got to know that these riders are going to go inside there. You got it. It was a big mistake by Oldenburg, and
he landed on it.
More than likely, that just cost him the British Grand Prix win.
Yeah.
It did.
And he landed into Derek Kelly on the 41, and you can see that he rolled over and landed right on his back.
And see the riders going inside. What I talked about, like Oldenburg rode race 1 out front. He rode whatever lines he won. Now,
Todd holding on here in 2nd.
No, Despery just put him wide.
Up, here comes Blows. Blows right there with him, bar to bar through that section. The 66 on the inside.
Sliding
trying to push
around.
him back another spot. Inside of the next corner.
Todd can't hold this right now. The best he's got is if he can square him back up and accelerate back down. Not quite enough. And what's going to be difficult about this track is there's a lot of little stones, a lot of little pebbles, marbles, if you will, that are on the bottom of the bowl turns. And some of those 180s, if you try to cut inside, going in, or try to cut down, coming out of the turn, you're going to hit some of those marbles, and it's going to be really slippery.
Wilson, Todd, a 24-year-old from Queensland, Australia, a 9-time Australian motocross champion at a variety of different levels. And there's a 141 of Desprez, who's trying to catch up to Anstey right now. Desprez, 28 years old, from France. He's a 2021 French MX1 motocross and SX1 Supercross champion.
Well, right now, Ralph, Desprez is the fastest rider on the track, a 47 flat. Yeah, he was 0.3 of a second quicker than Anstey. I mean, the Yamaha riders totally came alive.
Anstey's going to need the home crowd to get behind him here, give him some encouragement as McElrath on the 12 comes from 4th and closes up on Chris Blows in a great battle to get that final spot on the podium here for race number 2. Here they come flying into your screen.
Here comes McElrath on the inside. Is it going to be enough?
He's got him. McElrath takes over 3rd.
I'm telling you, McElrath is quick also. I wouldn't be surprised if his...
Desprez looking to get inside, but Anstey pedals past.
1 to go.
Final lap here in GP race number 2. Max Anstey trying to get in front of the hometown crowd here in Wales. The British rider out front.
You want to hear the crowd go nuts. If Anstey comes across that finish line first, he's going to light it up. He has got so many family and friends here in Cardiff. Now, Desprez was really good in the 3rd sector. The French rider riding for GSM Yamaha. He's close, but is he close enough?
Trying to work his way to the checkers. A couple of bike lengths out in front of Desprez. Final big turn. GP race number 2 goes to Max Anstey.
That is a very popular win here in Cardiff. You know, Anstey Anstey once raced a long time ago. He raced a 65cc in this same stadium.
If he wins the overall tonight, those boys are headed straight to the tattoo shop to get a 99 added.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, he might stop at the pub on their way. Getting ready to go. GP race number 3 for SX2, these 250 machines. Coming to life in their gates. Looking at Dylan Woodcock right there, the wild card rider. 275.
30-second board is up. That board goes sideways, count to 5, and then the gate will drop anytime after that. And I'm telling you, this is it for these 250 riders in the SX2. This is their last chance to get a race win here at the British Grand Prix and possibly put themselves on top of the podium.
Here we go, race number 3. Let's drop the gate. Who's going to be first to the corner?
Oldenburg.
Inside, Oldenburg with the lead.
And he blocked everybody out there. He went from the inside all the way to the outside to make sure he secures that. This is a replay of race 1, but not race 2 for Oldenburg.
You see Drake coming through. He got knocked off course.
Dylan
There's
Walsh,
a 53
good start.
Walsh, yep. And he's got Seeley right there to his right on the 200. Here comes Cole.
Yeah, Seeley had, oh, and he just clips him.
Down he goes.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like he might have had somebody run right over his hand if I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
no, he clipped Seeley right here. Watch they go in, and Walsh just did not give him enough room right there. Seeley wanted to make sure that he did.
Yeah, somebody went right into
that
his
was
arm.
possibly Bogle. Watch right here. Bam, runs right over his right hand.
Oh, that hurts.
That hurts. No doubt about it. Well, Oldenburg, Seeley, Moss, Bogle.
Oldenburg looking for 2 wins here in the 3 GPs.
McElrath, who was so fast in race 2, once again started outside of the top 10. The starts have just not been there.
Let's watch this off the start from Anstey. Didn't get the start he needed, Jeff.
Just did not. And then it puts him on the outside in turn 2, so you just get totally blocked out. I mean, he's behind McElrath right there. And this is when you got to be really careful, because if somebody doesn't jump the big triple in front of you, you have to check up or end up in that same situation where you land on somebody.
And guys, a quick note on Cole Seeley. He had more recovery time than the other riders out on track. Midway through that last race, after he took a spill, he pulled off, he allowed his heart rate to recover. He lined back up on the gate ready for GP race 3, but more recovery time for Cole Seeley paying off here.
Cole Seeley out of Sherman Oaks, California, in Southern California. He ran Supercross, Jeff, for some 10 years, from 2009 to 2019, then retired, had 1 win at Houston in 2015 in the 450 category, 5 career 250 victories in the AMA Series. Cole is 32 years of age, looking to see if he can grab a GP race win here tonight in Cardiff. Sitting back in second right now as everybody chases Mitchell Oldenburg. There's Bogle on that 891 trying to get around Mons up the inside, and he's got it.
Yeah, and he ended up having to jump through the whoop section right there. But look who's also coming along with him. You've got Tonti. Moss makes a mistake that costs him again, loses another position. It's going to put him back to 5th.
Bogle sees Seeley just in front of him.
Oh, he gets Brown gets by, so things really starting to unravel for the Australian rider, number 102.
Here's Oldenburg on that 48.
And you got to wonder, I mean, I know this
is behind him. 10 laps in this final one.
Yeah, that
little longer.
Third one's the super final. And you got to wonder if Seeley has got what it takes to win this third one. We could go 3 different winners.
Now guys, on that last lap by, I paid attention to what the mechanics were telling the majority of the riders. Nearly every pit board said breathe on it, something they're having to remind the riders during these sprint GP races.
Well, yeah, because you have a tendency in the sprint to kind of hold your breath, and now this one's a little bit longer, but every time you hit the big triple, or every time you have a flat section where they are right now, you've got to take a deep breath, like really expand your diaphragm and try to relax your hands on the bars.
Jeff, that overall score of how you perform during these 3 GP races will determine our overall British Grand Prix winner. in this SX2 category.
Now, last lap around, Seeley was a couple tenths of a second quicker than Oldenburg, but it looks like Oldenburg has really put it together this race. But now we're going to be into it, the final couple of laps here in the British Grand Prix. I've been really impressed with the Yamaha rider, Tonti. Aaron Tonti out of Australia.
Laps winding down. Oldenburg with that bruised back after crashing hard in race number 2.
So now notice they put down a different track marker in that tight S-turn section in the middle where all the carnage was. Those tough boxes, evidently not so tough. You can see it right there in the center of your screen, some of the guys going through. Check it out. When we come past the finish line, we're going to have 3 laps to go after this SX2 Super Final. See if we can stay on board here with stay on with Oldenburg. Now watch on the right side of the screen right there. Couldn't quite see it from that angle, but they had to put one of those plastic barricades down.
Oldenburg, Seeley, and Bogle, followed by Tonti. 3 Americans and the Australian running 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then it's Shane McElrath, or Brown, I should say, Carson Brown, who's in 5th. Oldenburg 2 laps away from going to the NFL game, Jeff, as a British Grand Prix winner.
Yeah, Oldenburg stepped it up. Let's see what his lap time is. 47.6, same as last time. Seeley comes around with a 48.1, same thing as Bogle. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. The riders were knocking these tough boxes around, and so the track crew and the officials had to say, okay, you've got to go around these, and we don't want these things getting moved around in front of the riders.
And you saw Oldenburg went way around it, and Seeley cut tight. Seeley continues to ride in 2nd here, trying to give chase.
How about Carson Brown, the American rider, sitting in 5th? He's number 910 on the Yamaha. Him and Tonti are definitely battling it out here. Just a couple laps left to go. The 401 of Jace Owen, he was your fastest qualifier earlier today, but has not been able to execute the starts to put him in a position to win.
Tonti, just 26 years old, from New South Wales, Australia.
1 to go. Last lap. Oldenburg won the first one, crashed out the second one. Looking like he's got a chance to win the third one. It's going to be interesting to see where the points stack up and where he's at
He should be in great shape with 2 wins. Although he had a horrible finish in race number 2. Oldenburg wheeling into the whoops here.
Oldenburg on that Moto Concepts Honda American race team. They are going to be really happy with the performance of this rider.
Let's see the checkered flag. There it is. Mitchell Oldenburg wins GP Super Final number 3 here at the British Grand Prix at SX2. Seeley will finish in 2nd, Tonti 3rd, Carson Brown will get 4th, and American Shane McElrath will round out the top 5.
Definitely a happy Mitchell Oldenburg, but taking the overall on the night, Shane McElrath, consistency paying here in Cardiff.
Man, that was tough. It's 3 terrible starts, and man, praise God, this is minimal progress, and I got my brother out here. We're traveling the globe, so God's been good to us. Rick Ware's up in the stands. I'm sure I'll see him somewhere by the podium. And Rick Ware Racing, number 12, and Summit Racing, man, fly 100%. Man, God is good.
Thank you so much, Shane.
E siamo arrivati a fine puntata, spero vi sia piaciuta, condividetela il più possibile, parlatene tra voi amici, più siamo e più motocross e soprattutto supercross porterò in televisione. Questa prima gara mi ha lasciato grandi emozioni, come spero anche per voi. Lorenzo Camporese, cosa dire, è stato un po' sfortunato appunto nella gara finale dove un concorrente, quando era terzo, ha dato un calcio e l'ha fatto uscire fuori pista, ha dovuto recuperare fin dove ha potuto ed è arrivato 16esimo. Però lo vedremo sicuramente protagonista nella prossima gara in Australia per il secondo round di questo fantastico campionato Supercross mondiale. Cosa dire? Io intanto vi saluto, vi ringrazio per l'attenzione. Speriamo di vedere appunto i nostri due portacolori sempre più in alto. Vi ricordo che la prossima puntata sarà incentrata sulla WSX, che è la 450, con Angelo Pellegrini, con altre interviste e con altre considerazioni per questo campionato che per me è stellare. Intanto vi ringrazio e vi auguro soprattutto una buona serata. Amici appassionati, ben ritrovati in Motocross My Passion. Con questa sono trovato un'icona del mondo dell'enduro. Round della Gheda, Portogallo. La tabella rossa di Antonio Cairoli. Inizio di stagione in attesa della seconda manche dell'MX2 2017, vince il quinto titolo mondiale, contraddistingue il 2-2-2 Antonio Cairoli. Benvenuti su Motocross My Passion.
A ninth title for Cairoli, who came home in second. Max Amsty came home.
E vi ricordo, Motocross My Passion c'è.